maybe the topic could have been religious harmony, that all are one. So, very briefly, I'll just say that the founder of the Baha'i faith is Baha'u'llah, which means the glory of God. And the basic teachings are that, very briefly, that God is one, mankind is one, and all the religions are one. So when we look at the origins of the teachings of the different religions, we find that they rest on the same principles, and we realize that they are in harmony. Baha'u'llah, the founder of the Baha'i faith, exhorts us to consort with the followers of all religions in a spirit of friendliness and fellowship. God has always remembered the peoples of the earth, and we see that at regular intervals, in the different eras of history, God sends an emissary, a manifestation of himself, with a common purpose, which is to transform humanity's inner life and outer condition. Each has brought teachings and truths needed for the particular age in which they appeared. Although many have been forgotten, there are those we remember, and we see that God has never left us without guidance. 5,000 years ago came Krishna. He was followed by Abraham, then Moses, then Zoroaster, followed by Buddha. Jesus Christ, we know, came around 2,000 years ago, and the Prophet Muhammad almost 1,500 years ago. 200 years ago, the twin manifestations, the Bab, which means the gate, and Baha'u'llah, came to earth. In fact, the Baha'is are actually celebrating the 200th anniversary of the birth of Baha'u'llah throughout the world. Now, each of these manifestations has come in fulfillment of a prophecy of a previous manifestation. So this shows that they are linked. At the beginning of each mission, there is a herald that prepares the people for and enables them to recognize the manifestation of God. Before he leaves this earthly plane, the manifestation prophesies the coming of the next manifestation and gives guidance on how to recognize him. Surely, this pattern shows that they came from the same source, God. Now, all the manifestations of God have suffered greatly in the hands of those in power who have always shown cruel opposition to them. So this is another thing that we find goes through all the religions. Baha'u'llah endured 40 years of successive exiles, incarcerations, vilification, and attempts on his life. And yet, all the manifestations have displayed sacrifice, heroism, and deeds that reflect their words. They have all brought sacred words which have endured after they have left this earthly plane, which inspires their followers to great acts. Now, we are all familiar with the Golden Rule. This is the teaching that tells us to treat others as we would like to be treated. It is a peace-inducing teaching conducive to harmony. And importantly, the fact that all religions share this teaching shows again that they come from the same source. All religions promise that there will be a time when there will be peace and unity on earth. Baha'u'llah has brought those teachings that will usher in that time when we shall live in peace and unity. With these principles underpinning all religions, why do we look at the differences which are due to cultural aspects and man-made dogma? We ought rather to consider them to be successive revelations of one religion and feel at one with them. Baha'u'llah tells us this is the changeless faith of God, eternal in the past, eternal in the future. Thank you.